Every day, we scroll through social media and see countless posts celebrating productivity, side hustles, and relentless ambition. It's easy to feel a pang of guilt when we compare ourselves to those who seem to be constantly achieving more. You might recognize that familiar anxiety, the pressure to always be doing, creating, or improving. Maybe you've caught yourself wondering if you're falling behind, just because you took a moment to rest. This pervasive hustle culture shapes how we view success and self-worth, often leaving us feeling inadequate. By exploring these feelings, we can begin to understand the impact of constant comparison and the expectations we place on ourselves. For years, the idea of hustling has been celebrated as the ultimate path to success. We're told that relentless effort, constant activity, and never-ending work are the keys to achieving our goals. But what if this widely accepted wisdom is actually misleading? Imagine for a moment that hustling, with its focus on quantity over quality, is the laziest approach of all. Could it be that true achievement comes not from working harder, but from working smarter? By questioning the value of hustle, we open the door to more thoughtful, efficient strategies that might lead to greater fulfillment and lasting results. As we explore the world of hustle culture, it's important to recognize the wide range of advice people encounter along the way. Some tips can be genuinely helpful, while others might seem downright absurd or unrealistic. Take a moment to think about the most outlandish hustle advice you've ever received or come across. By sharing these experiences, we can highlight the common challenges and misconceptions that many face. This collective reflection not only fosters a sense of community, but also helps us support one another in navigating the complexities of modern work life. Hustle culture is often characterized by the relentless pursuit of work, where constant activity and long hours are celebrated as markers of success. This mindset tends to glorify effort and inputs, such as working late nights or juggling multiple projects, rather than focusing on the actual results achieved. As a consequence, individuals may feel compelled to prioritize being busy over being productive, equating sheer exertion with accomplishment. However, this emphasis on hustle can overshadow the importance of meaningful outputs and genuine progress. By valuing effort above outcomes, hustle culture can lead to burnout and diminish the quality of work. It encourages a cycle where people measure their worth by how hard they appear to be working, rather than by the impact or significance of their contributions. Imagine two workers tasked with digging a trench. The hustler grabs a shovel and starts digging furiously, relying on sheer effort and persistence to get the job done. Meanwhile, the smart worker pauses to assess the situation, choosing the right tools, planning the most efficient route, and perhaps even enlisting help or using machinery. While the hustler may appear busy and hard-working, the smart worker achieves the same goal with less wasted energy and in less time. This analogy highlights the distinction between brute force effort and strategic action. Working smarter means leveraging planning and resources, rather than just relying on relentless labor. Hustle culture has become synonymous with constant activity and visible effort, often equating busyness with success. Society tends to reward those who appear to be working the hardest, regardless of whether their efforts lead to meaningful results. This emphasis on outward displays of productivity can sometimes overshadow actual efficiency or effectiveness. As a result, individuals may prioritize long hours and relentless multitasking over strategic thinking or smart solutions. The celebration of hustle can inadvertently encourage practices that waste time or resources, simply because they look impressive. Ultimately, this dynamic raises important questions about how we define and recognize true achievement in both professional and personal contexts. Many people fall into the trap of performative work, spending hours on tasks that appear productive but ultimately have little impact. This kind of busy work often involves responding to emails, attending meetings, or organizing files, activities that create a sense of accomplishment without moving important projects forward. The real challenge lies in tackling high-impact tasks that require deep focus, creativity, or decision-making. These harder tasks can be uncomfortable or daunting, leading us to subconsciously avoid them in favor of easier, more visible work. Recognizing this pattern is the first step toward breaking free from it. By prioritizing meaningful actions over mere activity, we can ensure our efforts lead to genuine progress rather than just the illusion of productivity. Many individuals find themselves drawn to tasks that are visible and easily measured, often referred to as performative work. This tendency can be rooted in a desire for immediate validation or recognition from others. In contrast, deep and challenging tasks require sustained focus and often involve uncertainty, making them psychologically daunting. The fear of failure, self-doubt, and discomfort with ambiguity can lead people to avoid these more demanding activities. Additionally, societal pressures and workplace cultures may reward busyness over meaningful progress, further reinforcing avoidance behaviors. Understanding these hidden motivations can help us recognize patterns in our own work habits and encourage a shift toward more purposeful engagement. Relentless hustle is often celebrated as the key to success, but it can come at a significant cost to creativity. When the mind is constantly occupied with tasks and deadlines, it loses the opportunity to wander and engage in default mode thinking, a state where innovative ideas are most likely to emerge. Rest and downtime are essential for allowing the brain to make unexpected connections and solve problems in novel ways. Without these moments of mental pause, creative potential is stifled, and original thinking becomes increasingly rare. In the pursuit of productivity, we risk silencing the very spark that drives innovation. The default mode network, or DMN, is a group of interconnected brain regions that becomes active when our minds are at rest. Rather than during periods of intense focus or constant work, creativity often flourishes when we allow ourselves moments of pause, boredom, or daydreaming. These restful states give the brain space to wander, make unexpected connections, and generate novel ideas. Research shows that the DMN supports imagination and problem solving by integrating memories and experiences in new ways. So, stepping back from the grind isn't just relaxing, it's essential for creative thinking. Embracing downtime can unlock insights that relentless effort alone might never produce. The concept of Team No Sleep has gained popularity in recent years, often celebrated as a badge of honor among those who push themselves to work through the night. However, glorifying sleeplessness overlooks its detrimental effects on both mental and physical health. Chronic sleep deprivation impairs cognitive function, making it harder to solve problems creatively and efficiently. Rather than fostering originality, a lack of rest can lead to repetitive thinking and diminished innovation. Studies consistently show that well-rested individuals are better equipped to tackle complex challenges and generate new ideas. By challenging the myth of heroic sleeplessness, we can encourage healthier habits that truly support productivity and originality. Imagine a moment when everything shifts, a sudden realization that working harder isn't always the answer. Instead of relying solely on relentless effort, leverage emerges as a smarter, more effective approach. Leverage means finding ways to amplify your impact, using tools, systems, or networks to achieve greater results with less direct exertion. This reframes our understanding of what real work looks like. It's not just about hours spent or sweat poured, it's about creating value through strategic actions. By embracing leverage, we move beyond the hustle mentality and open the door to sustainable success. When we look at the outcomes of relentless hustle, the results often follow a linear pattern. Each hour invested typically yields a predictable, incremental return. In contrast, building systems and assets can unlock exponential growth. By creating processes that scale and assets that generate ongoing value, your efforts compound over time. This means that the initial investment in designing a system or acquiring an asset can lead to much greater returns down the road. While hustle relies on continuous input, systems and assets work for you, multiplying your impact even when you're not actively involved. The difference between these approaches can be the key to achieving lasting success. Strategic thinking is essential for anyone looking to maximize their impact and efficiency. By approaching challenges with a clear plan, you can identify opportunities to create leverage, allowing your efforts to yield greater results. System design plays a crucial role in this process, as it enables you to build frameworks and assets that work for you over time. Rather than relying solely on hard work, focus on developing strategies and resources that multiply your effectiveness. This approach not only streamlines your workflow but also positions you for sustainable growth. By investing in thoughtful planning and asset creation, you set the foundation for long-term success. For many, success is often measured by how busy we appear, equating packed schedules and constant activity with achievement. However, this perspective overlooks the value of thoughtful, intelligent system design. True accomplishment lies not in relentless hustle, but in creating efficient processes that allow for meaningful results with less effort. By prioritizing smart strategies over sheer busyness, we can achieve more while maintaining balance and clarity. Reframing success in this way encourages us to focus on outcomes and innovation, rather than simply filling our days. Ultimately, the real flex is mastering systems that work for us, not against us. As we wrap up, consider joining a community that prioritizes smart, counterintuitive approaches rather than relying on outdated hustle cliches. Here, the focus shifts from relentless effort to strategic thinking and meaningful leverage. By adopting this new mental model, you open doors to greater impact with less wasted energy. Surround yourself with others who value insight and efficiency, and watch how your perspective and results transform. Together, we can redefine what it means to work intelligently and achieve lasting success.